Welcome back everybody to the Johnny Guitar channel. Today we are playing Skyrim Anniversary Edition Brutal Survival. Glad to be here. Glad to be playing some Skyrim. Let's get started, huh? So we've got a lot to do today. Oh, hello Nico from Vault 21. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you. Okay, I'm gonna get started, everybody. You see Jane. Where are we at? In the last episode, we completed the quest Diplomatic Immunity, where we snuck into the Thalmor Embassy. We had a great time. Nico from Vault 21 was there, actually. I'm glad you're doing well. And now we know about... Wait. Oh, shit. Oh, I got ahead of myself. Son of a gun. Okay, well, alright, we're turning around. We should have, Too bad. Okay, we actually need to go back to
reforming the Dawn Guard.
Riverwood.
Vampire.
So, kind of wasted. We started here.
Ride? Where do you want to go?
I mean... You know, screw it. Screw it. We're running to Riverwood. Thonir, keep up. We're just gonna run there. But yes, we've been learning a lot in this particular playthrough. You see Jane is in exile. She came back to Skyrim knowing nothing really about the Civil War, and she's been doing her own investigation over the course of the last several episodes. She's been learning a lot about Ulfric Stormcloak and what kind of man he is, and his motivations for the war. That led her down the path of learning more about the Greybeards and who the Dragonborn is in the Way of the Voice, which led her to coming in contact with Delphine. And she may have just, Nico from Vault 21 points out that Thonir is probably gonna die. With just kind of running behind me. Dirkethus can handle it, but Thonir, oh no, buddy. Especially, yeah, he's gonna have to deal with those wolves. Good luck, Thonir. Have fun. But yes, Brutal Jane may have just walked away from Delphine, but she realized that she could learn even more about Ulfric Stormcloak through breaking into the Thalmor Embassy, and it proved to be true. She got a Thalmor missive on Ulfric Stormcloak, wherein she learned that the Thalmor view him as an unwilling asset. The Thalmor want this civil war to continue. They don't want it to end. It's not good for them. Either side winning could spell catastrophe for the Thalmor, theoretically, so they would rather keep the civil war going, wasting the resources and manpower of both sides. So even though Jane has already joined the Stormcloaks, she does want to find a way to stop the Thalmor, even if that means hunting down every single one of them. For today, though, we are going to meet back up with Delphine. We're going to learn a lot more about the Blades, and we've already read some books. We've already kind of researched them in the last episode. But I think today we're going to learn a little bit more insider knowledge. We're going to be meeting up with Esbern, and he's going to really just dump a bunch of lore on us. It's going to be awesome. We are also going to be traveling to Skyhaven Temple, which if you are possibly familiar... Wait, where am I? Okay, we're on track. If you're familiar with the game Oblivion, in that game, north of Bruma, there was a Blades Temple that you got to go to. Shoot. Okay, good luck dealing with that bear, Thonir. Yeah, that guy's dead. I forget what this is embarrassing, but on the spot, I forget what the name of the temple was in the game Oblivion. The one north of Bruma. Anyway,
Thought I heard
that was
something.
one such Blades temple. Today we're going to be visiting the Skyrim equivalent Blades temple. Wait, Riften that way? Oh wait, no. You want to go to Whiterun because that will ultimately... Like, I'll go this way, no. Sign is messed up. Nico from Vault 21, you have not played Oblivion. It is an excellent game. It wasn't my first Elder Scrolls game. The first one I ever played was Morrowind, but Oblivion was the first one that I could wrap my child head around. Like, I could understand it. It was much more complex than Skyrim, but simplified from Morrowind. And, yeah. The first Elder Scrolls game that I kind of understood what I was doing. Very nice. I have since gone back and played Morrowind, and once you figure out what you're doing, Morrowind is an amazing game. It's hard for me to record play sessions of it though, so unfortunately I don't have much of it here on the channel. Oh, Nico from Vault 21 in reference to Oblivion says, I hear lockpicking is really challenging. You know what? Whenever I play Oblivion, I play as a high luck character. I take like one of the guardian stones or star signs. I think it's the sign of the thief that gives you an enhanced luck. And then I just buy tons of lockpicks from Shady Sam outside the walls of the Imperial City. And then I just do the auto pick button. And sometimes like I'll spend a couple levels beefing up my luck by just 5 points. And then, you know, within like 3 or 4 lockpicks I usually can unlock them all. Yeah, there's more stats and there's much more skills to take, and it's cool because you can start the game off like you can choose a class like a ranger, a warlock, a paladin, a thief, an acrobat, and you'll kind of start off the game with stats that match that particular class. You can also create a custom class, which is usually what I do. It ends up being a mix of a archer and an acrobat thief.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
Yeah, and the graphics aren't, you know, they're definitely dated, but I feel like the gameplay's not that dated, and if you play it like an RPG, then the combat's not that bad. It is, magic is the way to go, obviously in Oblivion, but I often play as a stealth archer who has magical gear, and archery is difficult in Oblivion. They made it much easier here in Skyrim. Archery is difficult, but once you get a handle of archery and stealth, then I feel like stealth archery is the way to go. The arrows hit very hard. It's like a very audible thunk, and the character just flies back. It's nice. And there are like beautiful landscapes in Oblivion. Oh, look who's returned. He went the wrong way. One funny story about Oblivion is, like most Elder Scrolls games, Oblivion does have fast travel. You can click on a city and fast travel there. Well, coming from Morrowind, which has like no fast travel other than various ways of teleporting or taking bug carriages, I didn't think fast travel was possible. So the first few times I played Oblivion, I just ran everywhere. I'm talking multiple playthroughs of me just running across the map. Now luckily there's a skill, an athlete skill. You can raise your speed level. So yeah, there's like, I would purposely make characters that were like super fast That way, oh god, no, oh god. That way when I'm running across the map, it'll just make the game easier. Did I just die? Did we just kill Brutal Jane? Thank god, thank god, thank god, oh god. So that wasn't smart, oh, that was my one horse. Okay, we're gonna need to get a new horse. Sorry, horse. You were a good companion for many, many months. It's the same horse I've been using this whole time. And we are, of course, playing You Only Live Once, permadeath playthrough. So that was very foolish of me. Anyways, at some point while playing Oblivion, I figured out that fast travel existed, and it changed my world. It changed the very way that I created my characters. It was pretty amazing. Okay. So we're going to rest here a little bit before we visit Delphine. Nico from Vault 21 says, he got worried when he saw me fall off that cliff. Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. I almost thought, damn it. Oh, yeah, I was pretty pissed. My heart stopped, and I didn't know if I was going to be mad or not, but I thought, you know what? I'm wearing heavy armor. And the horse cushioned me, that poor, poor horse. What a brave soul. Oh! I'm diseased. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I think up the hill there is a... No, keep special edition. And I'll tell you why. Real quick, we're not going to get into it too much at the moment because we're about to enter into a conversation with Delphine, and I do want to listen to the conversation, but all of the best mods, you know, because Skyrim's such an old game that there are modders who just created all of these awesome mods for the PlayStation, and they're all on special edition. Anniversary edition broke like half of those mods. Not all of them. Most of them, though. So I would first explore different mods with your special edition, and then eventually, and you know, some mods are still going to break your save files or break the game. It's a risk of modding. But once you've explored some of the bigger like quest mods, like Worm's Tooth is one of my favorite ones. I don't know if you can do Worm's Tooth on PlayStation. Anyways, there's a lot of cool mods. Check them out. And then, once you've exhausted all of that, then, yeah, get Anniversary Edition. Anniversary Edition is awesome. Cheat room mods will still work with Anniversary Edition. I'm talking more about quest mods or mods that, like, add extra cities or towns or villages or companions. Mods that add more dungeons. Stuff like that you will lose if you get Anniversary Edition. But like cheat rooms and like mods that just give you like a super overpowered ring or armor, yeah, that stuff is still around. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's talk to Delphine about what we found in the Thalmor Embassy.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful?
Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that?
Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons.
You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Ironic, right? The old enemies assumed that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons if anybody does. Do they know where he is? Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means. The Thalmor happened. They've been hunting down every blade they can find for the past 30 years. Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able to operate throughout the Empire with impunity. Part of the cost of peace. Emperor Titus Mede saved his empire at a very high price. A price that included the blades. The Nords didn't like the peace treaty much either. 30 years later, the Empire ends up with the Stormcloak Rebellion on its hands. No doubt exactly as the Thalmor intended.
Okay, thank you, Delphine, for kind of giving us a quick little update on the local history. Awesome. Great, great. You know, in truth, I'm not sure what direction we're going to take this character. Whenever I'm doing these permadeath playthroughs, I try not to plan too far ahead, because I've been disappointed before. I really have. And it's weird, too, because even when you die, you can say, okay, well, I'll continue playing as that character.
Isn't too friendly with strangers.
But I often
But you
don't.
seem alright.
I often do not continue playing as that character. Something about it gets broken. But ultimately, I like party snacks, and I like, or Parthenax, and I like dragons. Yeah. And I don't like how the blades ultimately make me make a choice. You know, whether to side with the Greybeards. If anything, though, Jane has more of a relationship with the Greybeards. She spent some time up there on High Hrothgar. Hey, Taryn, how you doing? Yeah, I do like the main quest in Skyrim. I don't play it as often, though. I often will play all the side quests. Oh, wait, you know what? No, I just realized something. Several episodes back, everybody, Jane was attacked by hired thugs, and she had to fight her way out. We're playing on permadeath, too, so, like, it's not fun to exit a city and suddenly have to fight a bunch of hired thugs. But when we read the note, it said that Party Snacks, or Parthenax, is the one who sent the hired thugs. So that actually kind of pissed off Jane. So with that in mind, we might side with Delphine. I think it would probably be the first time I've ever done that as well. The first time I've ever sided. I don't normally side with Delphine because I don't necessarily like her. But it would be fun to do things I don't normally do. You see, Brutal Jane here does not use stealth archery. She is stealthy, but she uses dual-wielding blades. That's something I've never really done. I've also never really built up the members of the Blades, creating an entire, like, guild of Blades members, which is something you can ultimately do. So yeah, maybe we're gonna do things
Need a ride?
never done before.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Nice weather for a ride. Hope it lasts.
Taryn says that hired thugs are always the same level. You know, I do have a couple mods on the game. I don't have a ton of mods, right? I've only got a few mods here on this version of Skyrim because I wanted to really play as close to the Anniversary Edition as I could. But one of the mods I have on here actually makes bandits and thug types smarter. Like, they will, even if they're a low level, the best armor goes to the leader. And they usually are better in combat. They've got a little extra health. Their weapons are usually
fellow
better.
Lord.
Divine's.
Trust you're bringing the fight
Oh,
to the Empire.
So what I'm saying is
feeling
that
sick?
Divine's
I
blessing.
think when I got yeah, and they're not level capped as much. So
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, milady.
when I got
If I can
attacked
interest you in one of our
by
special
the
drinks,
hired
let me
dubs,
know.
they were definitely higher level.
What do you
Town, eh?
want?
Here
If this
for
is
the
about the
fishing, I
meadery,
guess.
we can talk later.
Guys,
You've got
you
the...
guys.
What can I get you? Me? Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
I find it just cheaper to buy. Oh wait, oh I'm low. Here, have some skooma. Hopefully that doesn't. Okay, I need a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Okay, there's Brynjolf.
Is there something I can do
Nico
for
from
you?
Vault 21, you have
the
a question.
investment you've been waiting for.
So I pay for the weapon shipments.
Taryn also has a question. This is not question time. This is not time for questions.
You
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Exactly. What better way to help the cause
Oh, I'm starving.
than to put weapons into the hands of
Welcome
young
to the
Lord
Bee and Barb,
dying for their homeland.
Please help me.
So,
I'm going to
Talon,
lose my job at the
Have
Red
you
Devil.
reconsidered offer?
Aha,
I thought you
fellow
people
Nord.
used to indentured
I
servitude.
trust you're bringing the fight to the Empire.
Do I have a favorite food? Some may
I
ask
inside
Johnny
fine
Guitar of the
jewelry
Johnny
here.
Guitar channel.
Purchase a
I don't
bottle
know.
of my genuine farmer blood
I don't
elixir.
know.
Only
I like
20
chicken,
items
I
each.
guess.
Skyrim.
Who knows? I don't think about food a ton, you guys. I mean, come on. And then Taryn asks if my PC overheats in the summer.
baubles and gleaming gemstones
My PS3 certainly
Learn a
does, and my
library
Stay
PS4
alive.
does
Why
as
take a
well.
chance?
Exotic ingredients. I have them all.
Okay. We're gonna have a bit of a conversation. So as you can see, I've not even ever joined the Thieves Guild. In fact, we should see if we have anything to
Have
sell.
anything you wish? Just what you see here.
I am ridiculously low. Nico from Vault 21 says my favorite food is ramen. You know, ramen is pretty good. I like. Sometimes they have these like nice ramen. Wait, we should be selling armor.
Keep your eyes to the road.
Sometimes they have
Don't
this
take
really
this the
nice
wrong
like
way. You
ramen
look a
restaurants
little sickly.
in
Come to see Balaman,
town
looking to
that are,
protect yourself or deal
like-
some damage.
high quality broth ramen restaurants. It's awesome. Taryn, when your notebook overheats, it loses. Oh yeah, like
If you need any more smithing work,
having two
I'm just
conversations
a
at
like a
once.
giant to make a
Only a mere 20 gold
I
coins,
need
and
more
all this could be
Yeah, on my
yours.
PS4 when I would be
Rare
playing
trinkets and the
like
finest
Fallout
oddities
4
from
or
Morrowind.
even Skyrim, once it started overheating, the game would often crash. Like it couldn't handle it, couldn't handle the juice. Okay, everybody. It's time for another conversation. I've already gone through way too much of my food. This is not...
buying and selling fine jewelry
Welcome.
here.
We need more food.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
Hungry boy.
Just what you see here.
Dang it, looks like a lot of her food is raw, and you know what, that's not great, but I think we're going to be coming across a
Keep your belly full and your shoulders strong.
cooking
It's a
stove
fine day
soon
with you
enough.
around.
All right, let's do this. Let's see if we can talk to him without joining
Exotic ingredients.
the frickin' thieves
Stop
guild.
pointing their fingers at me.
In fact, screw
Visitors
you.
like us are rare in this part
Screw
of Skyrim.
you, Brynjolf. We're just going into the Ratway. I don't know why we even stopped to do that. We're going into the Ratway, but first we are diseased. We need to remove all of our diseases. And remember that Jane did grow up here in Skyrim as a little girl. And her dad was something of a renowned hero who built up the Tundra Homestead, which is where she resides today. She grew up worshipping Talos. Damned Thalmor. And we do have, don't we have a really elemental fury? Oh, and we have slow time. What's the difference between the two shouts? Elemental fury and slow time. Okay. Elemental fury. The Thum imbibes your arms with the speed of wind, allowing for faster weapon strikes. Okay. Slow time. Shout at time and obey it. Command it to obey as the world around you stands still. Okay, so this one slows down my enemies, and this one presumably just makes it so my arms swing faster. Okay, I mean, they're both good things. Okay, so I don't think Jane has been in the Ratway, so we're gonna have to battle our way to the Ragged Flagon. And then further. I'm hoping that we survive. Anyways, you guys, thank you for joining me here on the Johnny Guitar channel. I am gonna turn my microphone off just for a little bit. I just wanna get a little bit of atmosphere. You know what I mean, you guys? So, yeah. Anyways, like and subscribe. Thanks for joining us.
I'm just a poor man trying to make a living. I'd leave Mortal were it in my power.
Oh, never mind. No atmosphere, everybody. Turns out I actually have been here. Okay. Let's go free Scritch from the cave, because I'm pretty sure Scritch is a... I have his key in my inventory and I hate it. No. I like the Pets of Skyrim. I think it's actually the Pets of Skyrim and the fishing quest line are like my favorite parts of the Anniversary Edition. So, let's get into character. Dirkethis, Donir. Watch my back, because we're probably going to be seeing people in the Ragged Flagon that are not normally here. We must assume that the Thalmor are on our tails. Dirkethis, you look amazing. In fact, you guys are my best friends.
I'm just a poor man trying to make a living. I'd leave Mortal were it in my power.
You look unbeatable, buddy. You look unbeatable. Alright, let's get in here.
This damned war has cost us, me, everything.
I have nothing to say to you.
If you're looking for conversation, the Flagon isn't the place.
You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no handouts here. Huh. Lot of old guys around. I don't really know how I can help. That's a touching story. Now get out of my face!
You can offer, but I may not buy.
Lot of old guys around. I don't really know how I can help. Well, when you put it that way, I think I do know the old guy you're talking about.
I may just take you up on that.
He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly ever leaves the place. Has someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens.
Beckel and me, we have a thing
Not
going.
the only one looking
Try
for it.
anything with him and it'd be
Until next
bad
time.
for your health.
Someone do something.
You are but a dog, and I am thralls to the Thornmoor.
I'm just a poor man trying to make a living. I'd leave Mortal were it in my power.
Alright, let's take a moment here before we meet Esbern. Nico from Vault 21 says that even though elven armor is pretty cool, it is pretty cool looking, he prefers the Nightingale armor. The Nightingale armor is, yes, the coolest looking armor in the game. It's like the Batman version of armor. I've got a Thief Bard character I've started playing as, and the goal is definitely to get the Nightingale armor. Okay. Aside from that, though, we're here deep within the Warrens, and there are people who live here. Kind of weirdos. Cannibals, witches, junkies. Let's check out some of these people. Like, most of them will attack you on sight. Like, who are you?
Come here. Hey, keep your hands to
They
yourself.
were golden, even when they were dead. But their blood was red. I knew it would be.
Okay, you guys. This chef up here will kill you. I think there's a lady in here. I wish you could live in one of these little houses. So this is the lady talking about, oh, she's deaf. Okay. She just lives in that little dark room.
Inkpot,
I'm just a poor man trying to make a living.
Book.
I gave Mortal were it in my
Attack
power.
you. I think he's like a cannibal chef. Like, why can't I live in here? Why cannot this be my house?
Come over here, please.
Get a couple
Pretty
decorations. And here's a way to drop down. Got it. Okay. Let's meet Esbern, and once again, there's going to be a lot of dialogue here, and I want to hear it all, so Let's learn a little bit more about Esbern and learn a little bit more about the blades.
Go away! What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her, and she led you to me. And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. You'd better come in and tell me how you found me, and what you want.
Stone.
This'll just take a moment.
No.
This one always sticks. There we go. Only a couple more.
No.
There we are. Come in, come in. Make yourself at home. That's better. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned, just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time, who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach. Oh yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a dragonborn can stop him. But no dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Alduin the World Eater. What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. I'll need... no useless track. Where'd I put my annotated annuad? One moment. I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets for the Thalmor. There's one more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
Bucket, knife, book. Stone. No. Knife, yes. Book, yes.
I feel unbeatable.
I'm just a poor man trying to make a living. I'd leave Mortal were it in my power.
Someone there.
That's
Someone
her.
do it.
That's who was asking about Esbern. Kill her!
Hey Nico from Vault 28, thanks for joining along. Thanks for tuning into the Johnny Guitar channel. It was nice to chat with you, buddy. Have a great day.
Too easy.
Oh. Seems to be all of them.
I'm just a poor man trying to make a living. I'd leave Mortal were it in my power. This damned war has cost us, me, everything.
Son of a bitch.
Ah, Nivenor. What
Okay.
can I sell you on this fine day?
Ah. Alright, alright. So we have Esbern with us. Does he follow us everywhere? Could we do something else? Will he just continue following us? I don't know. I think so. Let's test that out. Gotta sell a few items first.
What brings you to battle? Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. If you need any more smithing work, come see me again.
Poor thing. You should come by the temple. Speak to Marimal.
Oh, another for actually fighting.
Oh.
Enough of this.
Seriously? What? Okay, so first off, everybody look at me. I'm wearing this awesome armor. I've got, like, all these buddies, and she attacks me with an elven dagger. I have good reason to believe the target will be coming to Riften in the next few days. Discretion is preferred, but elimination of the target is of the highest priority. The usual restrictions on exposure are lifted. You will be reassigned outside Skyrim if necessary without penalty. Do not fail me. E. Alright, well. Where'd everybody go? Everybody.
What a waste.
Everybody go back to your, like, shop, okay?
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess.
I have more to
Rare
sell.
trinkets and the finest oddities from Morrowind.
Dead. Protect yourself,
Oh
right?
my goodness.
Buy. You gonna buy? See for yourself.
This Ring of Destruction may be useful. Sure.
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold.
Goodness knows
Can I interest? Take a look.
Okay, and then you can buy that. Gotta keep all my notes. I only have a single salt pile. That's not great. Delicious.
Keep your eyes to the road.
If you're looking for
Might
a handout,
see for
you want
yourself.
to speak with my husband.
Keep your belly full and your shoulders strong.
Okay, so as I said, it appears like we now have Esbern as a companion, which I guess I kind of thought he just ran to Riverwood on its own, but I think it's more like once they get together, Delphine and Esbern will run the Skyhaven Temple on their own. Whereas Esbern, for this particular part of the quest, will just follow me. Let's test that out by going... Didn't Ulfric Stormcloak want me to clear out a fort? Let's see. Liberate Falkreath Hold. It's not that far. This is the same horse that died at the beginning of the live stream. The exact same horse. Okay, awesome resurrection powers. Thonir, I hope you're ready for another journey. We're going to be traveling the exact same... This is nice. We're on our way to Riften. We'll have Esbern help us... Or Riverwood, rather. We'll have Esbern help us take out some soldiers. Maybe we'll have Esbern tag along for a little bit. Though he is much more powerful than Thonir, so it is a good idea. Lately we've been having issues with Thonir blocking doorways. And Esbern, especially with his giant ice elementals he summons, he's definitely going to be blocking some doorways. In fact, I normally play this game with a pet, like a dog, usually. Vigilance or Miko, obviously, they're my favorites. I usually play the game that way, but with Thonir here, I'm afraid that a dog would just block every doorway. They block too much, it's annoying. Anyways, let us travel across Skyrim and enjoy the beauty. Alright, so it occurs to Jane that there is a contingent of Thalmor soldiers heading this way, just down the hill. And there is a Stormcloak base up ahead. So that leaves us with a couple possibilities. One of which is most likely to try to lead the Thalmor into the Stormcloak base in order to slay them before they see and say too much. Okay, go on, horse. Head back home. Let's see if I can mess with some Thalmor. There they are. I mean, I guess on some level we could just do, Shoot. Come on, you bastards. There you go. Okay, get out of here, horse. Try not to die again. Oh, you guys are fast! Shit. Okay, coming in hot. Stormcloak soldiers coming in hot. Oh man, you guys are fast at running. Get out of my way. Get him. Get him. There you go. Shit. Okay. I got you, buddy. Ooh, killing blow. Killing blow.
Ice veins. You're going to Fort Newgrad. They have some of our boys locked up there. But with a little luck, we can turn that to our advantage. I've sent some men to scout out the area. Meet them. See if you can't find a way to slip in, free our men, and take over the fort. They'll never suspect an attack from the inside. This won't be easy, but that's why I'm sending you. You got the grit to get this done? Excellent. Put the fear of the Nine into those motherless dogs.
So, Dirkethis is here. Oh, you know what? Can Esbern kill Thonir? I know that I can kill Thonir. Dirkethis is probably able to kill him, possibly. I don't know if Esbern can kill him, though. But Esbern has, like, attacks that do... There we go. He's got attacks that do area effect damage, unlike Dirkethis. So it's possible that Esbern could accidentally kill Thonir, which would be sad. Very sad. Okay. Let's go do this rescue, though, because it's on the way to Riverwood. Hopefully, at least Esbern will catch up.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort near Riften. I'd consider joining up myself. Ever wonder if maybe we should call a truce with the Imperials? Well, look who it is. How have you been? Good to hear. I need this to go well. This is my first real command since they promoted me after Whiterun. You know, some nights when I close my eyes, I see the battle stretched out before me, like I'm still there. Do the men you've killed haunt you? Mine do. That's what I keep telling myself. But never mind all that. We've got a job to do, don't we? We found a cave under the lake. With luck, it'll lead into the prison. I need you to sneak in there and free our men, killing anyone inside as you go. Once you've rescued the prisoners, head out to the courtyard. We'll stand guard out here, and rush in as soon as we hear fighting. Should be fun. You should wait until nightfall before trying to sneak in. Talos preserve you.
Well, this is shitty. So, why don't you guys, like, create a distraction or something? Okay. The reason I don't want to sneak is, well, we can sneak around the backside of the fortress, which we will do, but, I don't want to get in the water. I'm playing on survival. It is freezing cold. Not ideal. Dirkethis doesn't mind. His scaly Argonian skin protects him from the cold. And he loves the water, but Jane, our armor is going to be all drenched. It's going to be annoying for sure. Okay. Let's do it, though. Okay. So you might be able to hear some traps going off. I think that's Donir or Esbern. Sometimes when you enter the back way of a dungeon or fort, your companions insist on going through the front door, and they kind of just teleport within the fort, and they run towards you, often through many traps. It's kind of funny if it didn't alert all the enemies to my presence.
Hey! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Hurry! Thanks.
The guard has the key.
Thanks. I thought I was going to rot in here. So, what's the plan? Good. I've got a few scores to settle. Let's teach these bastards a lesson. All right. Enough of this! Last but not least. Let's go!
Oh, awesome. Do I get to command these soldiers?
What's the plan?
Oh, this is awesome.
Great. Let's go.
Okay, cool. We're just gonna... No more sneaking, you guys. We're just gonna rush
Great.
them.
Let's go.
How many of you are there? 5? 6? Oh, this
What's
is gonna
the
be
plan?
so good. Okay, okay.
Great. Let's go.
Just 3 of you? 4? 4 of you guys. Okay, I need to keep 4 of you alive.
What's the plan?
I mean...
Great. Let's go.
Otherwise, the whole, like, purpose of rescuing you is for nothing. Okay, so let's be sneaky until we don't have to be sneaky. Follow me. Guys, I don't know if they'll actually follow me. It is Skyrim. It's probably broken. You guys are... So are we?
What's the plan? Great. Let's go.
Okay, whatever. Whatever.
Don't even think about it.
Still show mercy. damn you!
Yield, and I may still show mercy.
You brought this on yourself.
Seems I still remember my old training.
Enough!
That's where you went.
Be careful. Not like this.
Can't wait to kill another Imperial.
Talos guide you. Great work. Get back and report our success. I'll stay here and clean up the mess. Glad you were here. Couldn't have done it without you.
Okay, that wasn't so bad. That was actually pretty enjoyable. We need to get back to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Esbern? I think we still have Esbern with us. Wait. Trying to collect as many arrows as I can because I noticed that Dirkethus ran out of arrows. You see, most companions in Skyrim will, you know, if they have a default bow, which is usually the hunting bow, they'll have an infinite amount of iron arrows. Or sometimes you can give them a nice arrow, like perhaps a... You can give them like a ebony arrow or an elven arrow, just one of them, and then they'll have an infinite amount of them. We all know this. We all know this crap. But when you give them a specialized bow staff, they seem to not carry something. Infinite arrows. So Dirkethus currently has the Bow of Shadows, which is just awesome. But he runs out of arrows quickly. And when he does, he reverts to... to this Elven War Axe, but honestly, all the stuff I've given him really just boosts his bow damage, so I'm gonna need you to use this, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and take the axe. There you go, you got 158 arrows.
May the Hist guide us.
Use them wisely, my friend. Okay. Well, we're gonna head back to Riverwood. I don't think we really... It would be funny, perhaps, to run around with... Oh. Shit. I feel like I'd rather have the Ancestor Ghost than Esbern. Esbern and the Ancestor Ghost both summon an ice elemental. That's hilarious. I mean, having Esbern around might be really fun during the larger battles at play here. I don't know. I don't want this to just be a playthrough where I have like as many NPC companions as possible. I mean, I don't want that, but I kind of do. We have Thonir. We currently have Esbern, and that reminds me of when I used to play Oblivion. You could get Martin Septim, and he was supposed to follow you to Bruma, but if you just never went to Bruma, he was an unkillable NPC that would just follow you everywhere. It was pretty fun. Who are you?
Take this and hold on to it.
No.
I'll be back for it later. I'll pay you good. Don't lose it. No time to talk. Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it. Mercy!
Okay, have fun with that, guys.
I'll let you live this time.
Is that guy coming at me?
Did you see someone run past us now? Yes. I'm going to track them. I cannot best you.
Why are you guys fighting the hunter? It just works, as Todd Howard would say. That is good to know, though. I feel like it might be fun to do a playthrough having Esbern follow you the entire game as well. Okay. I've been doing this a lot lately in my, not only here on Skyrim, but also in Fallout 4, where I just try to get as many NPC companions to follow me. Companions that shouldn't follow you through the whole game. for instance, in Fallout 4, I currently have on like every character I'm playing. I have Travis Miles, the DJ from Diamond City, following me. And I have Billy, the ghoul child that you find in a fridge, following me. Now here in Skyrim, there's also a way to get a child to follow you. And I'm thinking about doing it. Seriously? Leave me alone. So yeah, I'm thinking about getting a child companion for Brutal Jane. Perhaps a... Ooh. So she's been gone... Oh, this is good. Okay, I'm coming up with the story. She's been gone for several years. And of course her father passed away a long time ago. And Jane has been away from Skyrim. And she has a younger brother who joined the Stormcloak Rebellion. And she has yet been unable to find him. But he wasn't that young. I mean, he was maybe like 25. Jane herself is about 35. She's a little older. So, my theory is maybe that younger brother had a child before he joined the Stormcloak Rebellion. Maybe Jane has a niece out there she needs to take care of. Okay. Anyways, we are not going to take Esbern around the whole world with us. We are actually going to turn him in and continue on to Skyhaven Temple, because that's what I want to do today.
Huh?
Delphine. Why, it's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way.
Lead on. I'll keep watch from here.
Now then. I assume you know about...
Oh yes, Dragonbow. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh! This is where they built Aldrin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy, in the event, despite the far-reaching fame of Aldrin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Aldrin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Alduin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. Its location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes. But there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call.
So I can say let's travel there together. I can do it. And I've tried many times to run to Skyhaven Temple or to Karthspire, but they're not good at following. They veer off in weird directions. The AI pathing or the NPC pathing is ridiculous. It is so difficult. And then sometimes they just stop in the middle of the road. So I would prefer to travel with them because I think it would be a fun adventure. But unfortunately, we're going to have to meet them there.
Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Attract less attention that way. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck. Orgnar, this is it. The inn is yours. I'm probably never coming back here.
Well now, that's something to think about.
Take care of yourself, Orgnar. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure. You too, Delphine. You be safe.
I think his little...
We got rooms and food. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
I didn't mean
Let's
to do
sate that
Okay,
appetite.
I think her little, goodbye to him is so sweet. I mean, presumably they've known each other for a long time. And for her to just be like, all right, the bar's yours. I'm out of here. I like it. You know, I liked it. Okay, I'm going to sell you all my raw meat because it's just not working for me. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have purchased raw meat. I'll keep the beef in the venison shop because, I mean, I guess there is a chance that I will come across a cooking stove.
All right, then.
Naturally. Okay. Drakeethus.
Whenever you... I will walk alongside you.
Ralof. It was great fighting alongside of you.
Fight. Or die well. Huh?
You know, normally when I travel there with them, you guys are already going the wrong direction. Can I follow? No, even following them. I'm not going to do it. I'm tempted to follow them.
I don't owe
but
you
believe
money,
me,
do I?
it is not fun. They go off on tangents. It would take so long to follow, and I don't have the energy for that. But that does bring up some fun gameplays you could do. Following NPCs. Because there's, for one, we've just seen an instance of they'll get there eventually, they just pause a lot and it's super ridiculous. But you could technically follow Esbern and Delphine all the way to Karthspire. It just would be so annoying, I would hate it. So, you could do that. There's another NPC you can follow though, and this one is pretty interesting in itself. So when you marry an NPC at the Temple of Mara in Riften, and then you speak with that NPC after marriage, you can tell them, yo, I want you to go, we're going to live at whatever home I have, say Tundra Homestead, for example. That NPC you've just married will literally run to their new home. Even if that new home is all the way across the map. So say you chose the, dungeon, not Dwemer home. There's a home way over here. Hydrogen Hall. Hendraheim Hall. Say you chose that as your home. And you married, for instance, Ysolda. She would literally run from Riften all the way across the map. Especially if you're able to follow her out of the temple and then follow her out of the main gates of Riften. And I think if you let her get too much distance ahead of you, like beyond the horizon, she will disappear and just teleport to her new home. But if you keep close to her, or whoever you've married, they will, they won't disappear. You can follow them all the way home. And once again, it's terrible. The NPC pathing is ridiculous, and especially with your new bride or groom, because they usually won't fight. I mean, I guess if you married Mjol the lioness, that could be interesting, because she could actually fight her way out of many situations. If you marry like Camilla or Ysolda, they just scream and run away, which makes it so it takes even longer for them to get home. Just things I've noticed.
I can take you to any of the hold. Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Markarth.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Which is close to Karthspire.
Ready to go yet? If you don't mind a piece of advice.
Yeah. There's also different kinds of playthroughs you can do where you try to get the maximum amount of NPCs at your Hearthfire home. And I think I've done the math before. And without cheesing or cheating, I think the maximum amount of NPCs you could get is somewhere in the ballpark of 7 or 8. Because this is going to include your, the bard that you hire, your adopted children, your wife, your, you know, you can make Lydia become your, what's the word? Your, steward, home steward. And then whatever hold you're in will usually send a house carl automatically to live at that house. And then you've got the carriage driver, right? So you can get quite a few NPCs living at your home to make it more like a, I like to have more like a bed and breakfast, where your character may not necessarily own the home, it's just like a popular bed and breakfast. Anyways, if you marry Mjol the lioness, that creepy guy that follows her around, he will eventually also come live at your home. Uninvited, he will live at your home with you. So then that just kind of like adds another NPC, which I think would bring you to the maximum amount of NPCs you could have living at your Hearthfire home. Anyways, these are, I've been playing Skyrim way too long, if these are the things I focus on. Anyways, let us go to Karthspire. It's going to be quite the battle. Actually, quite the battle, in fact. I don't necessarily want to have this battle in the middle of the night. Shoot, this is not a battle I want to have in the middle of the night, everybody. It's not ideal. Okay. I just know how dark it is. Do I have a campsite? Do I want to wait? No, I do not have a campsite. Let's pop into this cave. I think there might be a sleeping bag in here. Let's check it out. Nope, this cave is really nice for a fishing spot if you're doing the fishing quest line for the underwater fish. But otherwise, what? Ooh, the Emerald Claw. So I could theoretically enter into this crypt, but I don't want to. I don't want to. We need to sleep before this battle. This is ridiculous. I don't know what I'm doing. We probably, I guess we need to run back to Markarth. Yep. Nowhere to sleep. Well, actually, I don't want to head back to I don't want to. Isn't there an inn nearby, Old Heraldon? Let's see if we can avoid Karthspire, because I think once you get too close, it just kind of automatically starts the quest. Let's see if we can get to Old Heraldon Inn and sleep off some of this weariness.
I work for Ildis. She runs the inn.
we looking to rent Tiber Septim's room, I take it? That's right. In the Second Era, Tiber Septim himself led the army that conquered Old Heraldin from the barbarians of the Reach. Septim would later found the empire that united Tamriel, but his first known battle and victory was right here. And this inn has the very bed the great general slept in on his first night as Old Heraldin's liberator, as good as it was hundreds of years ago. Have a good rest. It's the big room with the double bed. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need. Did you clean the linens yet?
I did.
Hjalti, is that you? I've been waiting. You promised me, Hjalti. You promised that when we sacked Volda, you would make me your sworn brother. And I've waited. Even after the enemy's arrows dug into my chest and their hammers crushed my bones, I've waited. Give me your sword, Hjalti, that we may become brothers, as you promised. I long to taste battle again. You don't remember me, Hjalti? Two can...
Okay, we are all rested up. We're all good to go. You guys feeling good? Yeah, you guys are feeling great. Okay. Now, one thing I am a little concerned about is I am running really low on filled soul gems. In fact, I've got 2 greater soul gems left. I've got both of my swords that I need to keep full. I gotta charge that right now. We're gonna be using that. Okay. Alright, and then from the sounds of it, it sounds like there's a dragon we're gonna... So once we start battling Delphine and Esbern, wherever they are, we'll just kind of join in. So, I want to approach the battle from a different angle. Yeah, this'll work. Okay. And for the most part, we're gonna try to let the Ancestor Ghost, the dragon, Delphine, and Esbern do the heavy lifting. And then, of course, dear Keithis and Thonir will join in. Jane, she's gonna hang back a little bit.
Did you hear that?
Someone do something.
This looks promising.
Yes, definitely early Akaviri stonework here.
We've got to get this bridge down. These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see what those old blades left behind.
So you guys definitely check out earlier episodes of Brutal Survival with Brutal Jane, because we actually read a whole book about the Akaviri and how the Akaviri ties to the blades, particularly to the early blades, and it's the reason that Esbern, as a blades historian, knows Akaviri symbols. And so yes, check out the live streams on the Johnny Guitar channel for more information on the history of the blades and the Akaviri. Okay, let's continue.
Remarkably well preserved, too. Ah, here's the blood seal. Another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered Riemann Cyrodiil?
It's coming to life. You did it. Here's the entrance. After you, Dragonborn. You should have the honor of being the first.
Okay, let's give Esbern a chance here. He's gonna just give us a huge info dump on the history of the blades and the dragons. Alduin's Wall is interesting because remember, Alduin was supposed to end the world like 1,000 years ago. but the Dragonborn stopped him, and now he's back, and he's going to end the world once again. But as Dragonborn, we still have an opportunity to stop him, or at least send him to the future. So it's like the world is always inevitably going to end by Alduin. We just keep delaying the inevitable.
Here it is. Aldrin's Wall, so well preserved. Seen a final example of early Second Era Kaviri structure.
Information, not a lecture on art history.
Yes, yes. Let's see what we have. Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the wall. You see, here is falling from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Ah, patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Hmm? Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his turn.
So we're looking for a shout, then. Damn it. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? I was afraid you were going to say that. I guess there's nothing for it. We'll have to ask the Greybeards for help. I hope to avoid involving them in this, but we have no other choice. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive longswords. Now they kneel, their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history. I know the prophecy by heart. Once all blades knew it, when misrule takes its place at the 8 corners of the world. When the brass tower walks and time is reshaped, when the thrice blessed fail and the red tower trembles, when the dragonborn ruler loses his throne and the white tower falls, when the snow tower lies sundered, kingless, bleeding, the World Eater wakes, and the wheel turns upon the last Dragonborn.
Well, I'm gonna look around some more. See what the old blades left for us.
I don't know what
Yes,
he's
yes,
like
that's
reading. I mean, I guess he's not
Those were
reading.
the
He was
most
just
precious
reciting an old
moments to come.
poem, but there are no words on here, buddy. I mean, there's pictures, surely. Okay.
Did you need something?
No, Esbern, I don't. Thank you. So there is a little bit of Blades gear in here. We're actually going to leave it here for now. We're not going to pick up anything because I'm pretty close to being over encumbered. But well, I'll probably pick that up. Nice, got us to 60. So there's Dragonbane, which is a really decent sword. In fact, there's also a bunch of Blades gear here within this chest. Way too heavy for me to use right now, But remember, I was thinking about starting my own Blades faction, and you can do it once you've done the main questline. You can start sending companions here to Skyhaven Temple. They'll become members of the Blades, and then hopefully you would be able to then kit them, right? Like outfit them. They would all live here within the quarters. The problem with the Blades Temple, which I don't like, Skyhaven Temple, because it's a decent location, but not on survival mode. Because the only way to exit this temple is to go back through Karthspire, and that bandit camp, or that Forsworn camp down there, it respawns. So like every time you're entering and exiting your home, you're fighting a bunch. In addition to that, there doesn't appear to be any of the crafting tables here at Skyhaven Temple. I'm talking about cooking pots, I'm talking about weapon and armor crafting. Anyways, not great, not great. But we're gonna do it anyways because, yeah. And then Esbern himself can give you a Blade's Blessing that increases your damage against dragons for 24 hours. Very useful. Very useful. I think we need to meet back up with Ulfric, though. I think we need to continue the storyline we were doing. What is our next quest as far as the main storyline goes? To go speak with Arngeir. Okay, I think in the next episode we're first going to speak with Ulfric Stormcloak, maybe do a little bit more of the Civil War, and then we'll go speak with Arngeir. But yeah, Brutal Jane has a lot to do, but we did it, everybody. We survived yet another episode of brutal permadeath, you only live once survival. So I'm really excited about that. Stay tuned to the Johnny Guitar channel, everybody. I'm playing a couple other Skyrim characters, and I create episodes of those characters. You can view them on the channel. They drop once a week. I've also been playing Fallout 4, and I've been playing Baldur's Gate. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 1, the original Baldur's Gate, as well as Baldur's Gate 3. In fact, I really like Baldur's Gate. Sometimes my enthusiasm is really high for Baldur's Gate. Other times I get bored of it and I stop playing it for a week or two. It's fine. Probably going to continue playing Baldur's Gate because I love Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't necessarily play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons as a child or in my life at all, but I've read several of the Forgotten Realms books, which I just loved. The Cleric Quintet, as well as the Dritz O'Durden books. So I love that world of the Forgotten Realms, and Baldur's Gate definitely takes place in that same world. So anyways, everybody, stay tuned to the Johnny Guitar channel for some Baldur's Gate, for some Fallout 4, and of course, for Skyrim Anniversary Edition. Thanks for coming by, everybody, and we will see you next time we play Brutal Survival with Brutal Jane.